Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you some of the elements that I use I'm going to be making a pair of goggles for someone else and for myself, and I want to show you some of the pieces that go into making something like this. But I'm going to be making the full goggles for my one friend, and then another monogoggle for myself. But right here, I'm going to be putting a mirror. So I talked about that in one of my other videos, my eyewear video. But here's what you start with. These are, they say that they're welding goggles, but my dad said they're like torch goggles or something, and the reason that you can't find them at like Home Depot, Lowe's, or Harbor Freight is that they now, people who are using torches, I guess, are using the glasses instead, the special glasses. And he said that they shouldn't be called welding goggles, because welding goggles should be really covering most of your face at least, because I guess from the rays and the heat and whatnot, it can really mess up your skin. So start with these, and you can take them apart. It's like this, and there's a protective plastic piece in here, and then there's the lens. I've seen people, or I've heard people talk about making lenses out of soda bottles for different colors, or you can order lenses on places like Etsy. Probably a little expensive, but you can get custom colors and whatnot there. We're going to make your own. I'll buy them. It's like I just said. So then the middle piece right here, you're going to take apart. I'm going to take a jewelry tool and kind of snip the ends off, and probably use a piece of leather to hold the middle together. And then also, unless I'm going to keep these on a hat, I'm going to replace the elastic band because it doesn't look that good for steampunk. So unless it's on your hat. Even then, I would probably want to replace it with leather. So I need to get some leather strips. I also recently got these, the jeweler's loops. You can also get these on Amazon. I got the goggles off of Amazon. The cheapest ones are like $5.70, and shipping's $5, so it makes them $10 a pair. But if you get multiple ones, I think the shipping's a lot cheaper after that. My dad was nice enough to buy me these because he wants a pair for himself for work. And you can also get the jeweler's loops on there, but they're like $8 plus shipping on Amazon. You can get them at Harbor Freight. I think they're $4.99. And those are the piece that goes right on there. They're pretty cool, actually. I don't know how my friend got theirs colored. I'm going to have to ask him because my friend made this for me. But, and then also you can get the hose clamps. Someone said you can find these at the dollar store. I'm not quite sure about that. But I know you could probably get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, or any other kind of bigger home improvement store. I don't know about the smaller home improvement stores, but you can always check depending on where you live. Here in San Diego, I haven't been able to find all these elements together in one place. And so yeah, one of my friends, the friend that made them, you can either coat the whole thing in white first, after you take the lens out and everything and pull it apart and do each piece individually. I think that's what he did of this one, a white spray paint, and then get all I have right now are these little odds and ends spray paints, and this one's gold, and you can do the white if you want a brighter color that sit on top of it. He also made a really cool pair of goggles that I want, that he put a black coating on first and then barely covered it with the brass, so it looks kind of like gothic-y cool with like a little bit of a shimmer to it. And that's what I'm going to be attempting to do with these new goggles. You can also go to places like Michael's might have these, but I know Valuecraft has them. That's where my friend got these ones. And I'm going to be showing, once I make them, showing all the different parts that I put together. You'll add the leather pieces. This is suede, so it's going to stretch onto here. And then the next step I need to do for this is sew this on here. It's already glued on, but I need to sew it to make sure it's really in there. And this piece is underneath the hose clamp. So this is also copper piece here, brass piece here, and yeah, those are pretty much all the elements for now. You can always add different decorations. You can add more leather bits, cover the plastic in leather. You can get pretty creative with them, hang things from them. I'm just making mine pretty simple because I don't want to overload my face with different things. But yeah, so if you make a goggle, take a picture, send it to me, I want to see it. Or another video of you creating one, because I like to see what other people are making as well, because me ideas and then kind of sees what people took from my idea maybe and expanded on their own. But if you want to, you can just buy your own goggles off Etsy. There's some of them that are actually pretty cheap, because I was looking at them originally before I decided to make one. I was like, oh my god, 25 bucks is expensive. Oh, 20 bucks, like 20 to 40 bucks they usually are. But to make your own, they're pretty much that price too. But you could tell, like, unless you have like a wholesale license, maybe you can find a wholesale supplier. But let's say $10 for the goggles, 10 for the jeweler's lenses, and I'm not sure how much the hose clamps were, plus the spray paint. You want to get one that has like a good sealant in it and whatnot, unless you're going to coat it with something else. And so you're already going to spend like at least 20 bucks, but at least you get to make them your own. Unless you like buy more in like bulk or whatnot, which I was trying to do to save a little bit of money. But yeah, do it yourself is better, because handmade is awesome. I'm always trying to support handmade. I love some of the things people make handmade. It's better than mass-produced things. Like my friend has these mass-produced goggles that are absolutely hideous, and he's one of the people I'm going to be making these goggles for as a really, really late Christmas gift, because I just got half the supplies in today. It's already the 22nd. Yeah, it's already the 22nd. So thank you for watching my video, and have a splendid day, evening, whatever it is where you are at this moment.